Hi, kid, and welcome to the special Father's Day edition of KidTime StoryTime.
We have something that we'd like to say. Yeah, it's about Father's Day, so it's okay that we interrupted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I want to thank my dad for teaching me how to play bear ball. And I want to thank our father for not getting mad when I broke that chair. Also, I want to thank my dad for making me homemade bear claw. Yummy! Also, I would like to thank my dad for fixing that chair that I broke. And I would like to thank my dad for taking me on trips and carrying me on his big bear shoulders and being the awesomest dad ever! And I would like to thank my dad for all the future things that he will fix and not be mad about my breaking.
Seems like we all have something different to be thankful for. How will you thank your dad? Oh, let's see how the bears thank their dad. The other bears. These just regular brown bears, not green, pink, or red bears. Now, his name is apparently Harvey, so he will be pronounced as Harvey. Harvey did not know what to draw. He dangled his crayons above a blank sheet of paper. Just then, his sister tiptoed down the hallway.
What are you doing?
Asked Harvey.
Tomorrow's Father's Day, and I got Dad his favorite present,
said Lorianne. Apparently they're like from Queens or something. I'm not sure. But their names are Harvey and Lorianne, so that's what I've decided.
How do you know what's his favorite? Follow me,
whispered Lorianne. Sorry about that.
Follow me,
whispered Lorianne. They could hear Dad in the kitchen. He always cooked breakfast with a radio on. There it is. Ooh, it's a cool little red number, too. He'd crack eggs and hum a tune. He'd flip pancakes and crank up the volume. And when the bacon was crispy, crispy bacon, my favorite. His big, booming voice would fill the house with song. By the time breakfast was ready, it was either cover your ears or go sit down and eat. Well, I know. I vote for sitting down and eating that crispy bacon and listening to Dad's melodious tunes. La 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 la. Lorianne pulled Harvey into their parents' closet.
See? Dad's favorite present, she said. Every year, I give Dad a tie. And every year, he says,
a tie! How wonderful! I can always use another tie.
Then he gives me a hug and says,
thank you!
And I say, you're welcome.
Well, there is quite an impressive array of ties in his closet. It's beautiful. It looks like a tie store in there. So after breakfast, Harvey played tag with the dog until he tripped over a skateboard and cut his knee. Dad scooped him up and carried him inside. Look at that. Oh, so cute. He looks like a teddy bear. Oh, might need to operate, muttered Dad as he handed Harvey a popsicle. Then, as he cleaned up the cut, Dad told such silly stories that Harvey forgot all about crying. Harvey thought, Dad might like a popsicle for Father's Day, but he figured if he wrapped one up, it would probably melt. Good thinking. I'm glad he thought that whole idea through. Popsicles are good, but only in the immediate moment. After lunch, Harvey wanted to ride his bicycle, but his tire was flat. His older brother, Martin, took him down to the basement to look for the pump.
What are you getting Dad for Father's Day?
asked Harvey.
The present Dad loves best, answered Martin. Are you giving him a tie?
Why would I give Dad a tie? Follow me and I'll show you what Dad likes best, said Martin. Oh, so there's a whole other... Okay, all right. And by the way, now we know there are 3 bears in this family. Harvey followed his big brother to the storage room.
See the nails? Said Martin. Dad loves nails. Every year I give him a box of nails. And every year he says,
a box of nails! How special! I can always use another box of nails.
Then he gives me a hug and says,
thank you!
And I say, you're welcome!
Oh, that is an impressive nail collection. I think I've seen many a garage with many, many nails like this. So, Harvey... All right, are we leaving? Yeah, okay. So that's that for that. Okay. Well, Harvey could not fix his tire alone. Luckily, Dad woke up from his Saturday afternoon snooze when Daddy hollered, Dad! Yeah, he just happened to wake up all by himself. Oh, did somebody call for a bicycle repair? Answered Dad. So Harvey held the handlebars while Dad filled the tire with air. Well, when Harvey pedaled away, Dad stayed and watched to make sure the tire was safe, because that's what dads do. Later that evening, moving fast forward through time, Harvey thought about Father's Day again when he stepped out of the tub and Dad wrapped him up in a big warm towel. Oh, how cozy. What a good dad. I wonder if he gave him scramble brain. You know, when he dries his head and rubs the towel really fast and scrambles his brain. Well, Harvey went looking for his older sister, Nadine. Oh, another bear. We got 4 so far, 4 siblings. She was in the family room dancing to music that Harvey could not hear. It's sort of marching to the beat of her own drummer, dancing to the music in her soul, or technically in her Walkman this time. Nadine! Yelled Harvey. Nadine pulled off her headphones. What are you giving Dad for Father's Day? The present he looks forward to all year, Nadine replied. Are you giving him a box of nails? And why would I give him a box of nails? Said Nadine. Open the cabinet. I'll show you what Dad likes the best. Okay. Harvey opened the family room cabinet. See, said Nadine, Dad looks forward to getting golf balls. Every year I give Dad a box of golf balls, and every year he says, golf balls, how thoughtful. I can always use more golf balls. Then he gives me a hug and says, thank you. And I reply, you're welcome. Oh. This poor father is being inundated with ties, nails, and golf balls. I hope he has time to build many things and golf many games and wear ties to everything. Well, Harvey trudged up the stairs to bed. All the wonderful, special, thoughtful gifts were taken. What was left to make Dad say thank you? What was left to make Dad say thank you? Or for you to say thank you to Dad. Oh, nice family portrait. Very nice out in the field. So it's definitely two brothers, 2 sisters, and Mom and Papa Bear. It's a big bear family, wouldn't you say? 6 bears in one house. Who's interested in a bedtime story? Asked Dad. Me! Cried Harvey, diving into bed. And when the story was over, Dad smiled and said, I love you! And he kissed Harvey goodnight. Barely awake bedtime stories. Yeah, right there. They were doing their little KidTime StoryTime. Harvey sat in the dark. That's the sound of the crickets in the dark. He was not thinking about Father's Day. What he was thinking about was his dad. Oh, I like his little pet monkey. Isn't that cute? Harvey crept out of bed, picked up a crayon, and started to draw. Oh. He has an idea. Maybe inspiration has struck in the middle of the night? On Father's Day, Lorianne handed Dad a gift-wrapped box. What could this be? Asked Dad, opening his present. A tie! How wonderful! I can always use another tie. Then he gave Lorianne a hug and said, thank you!
You're welcome,
she said. Martin gave Dad a box wrapped in newspaper. Dad shook the box and whispered, I wonder what's in here. He opened it. A box of nails! How special! I can always use another box of nails. Then he gave Martin a hug and said, thank you. You're welcome, said Martin. Nadine gave Dad a bag tied up with a bow. What could be in here? Asked Dad as he untied the bow. Golf balls! How thoughtful! I can always use more golf balls. Then he gave Nadine a hug and said, thank you.
You're welcome,
she replied. Oh, everybody now looked at Harvey. He pulled a piece of paper from behind his back. Harvey held out his picture and said, thank you for being my dad. Oh, look at that. Homemade. Oh, look at the light shining down. Look at that. How beautiful. It's a picture of Dad making breakfast, a picture of Dad cleaning up his scraped knee, a picture of Dad helping him pump up his bike with air, a picture of Dad reading bedtime stories, a picture of Dad giving him scrambled brains and drying him off after showering. It's an ode to all the wonderful things that Dad does. Dad gave Harvey a hug, and he said, you're welcome. Now that was awesome, because that was homemade and from the heart. And I gotta tell you, no matter who your mom or dad are, I'm gonna tell you that the thing that they're gonna love the most is something that came from your heart, something that you made with your own hands.
Or your own paws. Yeah, so I don't have to spend my allowance?
Well, that's, yeah. I mean, unless you need to buy poster board, maybe.
Oh, that's a good idea. What would he make? Oh, like a big giant card? Oh, I like that.
Excellent. Well, I hope that you got some good ideas and that you remember to give your dad a big thank you for everything he does for you. And not just on Father's Day.
You mean like all the time? Like say thank you when he makes breakfast, or say thank you when he helps me with my homework? Yeah, stuff like that.
Exactly. Why not show gratitude every day for the beautiful, loving things that the people who love you do for you?
She's got a really good point. Yeah, I think so too.
All right, kid. Have a happy Father's Day from KidTime StoryTime.
Bye! I hope I don't break anything today. Yeah, me too.